Organizations are so excited when they're welcoming a new CEO, but sometimes they don't think through the consequences or the strategic intent about the communication. Let me share with you a few thoughts so that your organization gets it right. The number one thing to remember is the top of this list. There is only one public spokesperson for the organization at a given time. It is the person who has full authority of that CEO role. It is likely your current CEO until the day they leave, and then right after that, it's your new person. Whoever has authority is the spokesperson. Media training. It doesn't matter if your CEO is very experienced with the media or this is the first time that they will be a public spokesperson. Make sure you ask them, what kind of media training do you have? How current is it? And most importantly, how confident are they to face the media? Each person will need their own media training plan. It might be very extensive if they're a first-time CEO, or it might be just a quick top-up for those who are really comfortable with the media but don't know your media approach. Ask the question. If possible, get that media training before their first day. Unfortunately, I've seen new CEOs come into an organization and have an unexpected crisis within their first few weeks. You want your CEO to be media ready, and if you can't do that before their first day, prioritize it for the first few weeks, just in case. Handover messages. This is another one that gets tricky. Sometimes organizations that are saying goodbye to a long-tenured, well-beloved, very public leader, they really overdo the goodbyes. It's almost like we're publicly grieving this person leaving. And I flag that because sometimes that starts to send a message to the world. We're actually not sure how we're going to do without this person. Yes, appreciate their career, appreciate what they brought to the organization. Say goodbye publicly, but don't go on and on and on. Likewise, if you have a new person, don't forget that there was a previous person. Yeah, there's times when there's been a tragedy or whether there's been a termination and you want to kind of downplay that former person, but don't really overdo it because it sounds like in the media world that, boy, we really needed the person to come in and save this organization. So think about those outgoing and incoming messages and make sure they match. And finally, strategic timing. When are you going to put those messages out to different audiences so that they have the best impact? Some of that will depend on what's going on for your organization, what's going on for your industry, what time of year is it, and how that aligns with your priorities. But looking at something as simple as, people are generally away in the summer. So if you had a new CEO come in the summer, maybe you do a quick announcement then and a much more robust media campaign in the fall. So think through strategic communications as a holistic picture to capture the departure of your outgoing CEO, the arrival of your new CEO, and what's important to the organization across all areas of its strategy.